In the training I felt from the uneven bars. I was doing a new element. I had a serious accident. I felt on my back and my neck from 3 meter high, and that moment really changed my life.
Ik was aan het sporten. Tijdens het sporten ik voelde iets knappen in mijn hoofd. En ik voelde meteen, dit is niet goed. En ik werd van de ene op het andere moment, lag ik op de IC. Kreeg ik een hersenbloeding. En ik was constant bij bewustzijn, dus ik heb alles heel bewust meegemaakt. Ik lag daar en ik dacht, maar ik voelde van, het is nog niet mijn moment. Heel gek in mijn hoofd. Ik had zoveel pijn, zoveel hoofdpijn.
The program with Erik, I did it twice, and it really changed my life. Yeah, I was 18 at that moment. They said to me that I needed to live with the symptoms I had at that moment. So I had a lot of headache and dizziness all day, and cognitive problems with my memory and concentration. So that was also the reason I needed to stop with my study and with gymnastics.
Het voelde heel gek. Het was gewoon een vreselijke tijd. Ik heb heel veel moeten herstellen. Maar ik kreeg het idee dat het niet voor niks was. Ik wist met het programma van Luna wat het brein met je kan doen. En ik voelde waarom ik dit ook mee moest maken.
It's very important when you have an injury that your mind has an inner rest to heal. When you see nowadays, we use the smartphones, we are used to screens, that our brain is overstimulated and that we are always in a state of action. We are always on. When they got ill, when they have an anxiety problem or when they are depressed, most of them, they have a very severe form of perfectionism. Perfectionism is not only that you have high values, it's the way how you think about yourself and the world. All of them tell me that they are self-critical, that they are disappointed about what they do and how they live. And perfectionism is the cause for mental problems. Perfectionism is the cause for a lot of physical problems. I'm with my clients on the sea. I learn them about the waves, the sprays of water, and we walk in the high mountains, windy, rain, to feel a kind of connection with nature, that you understand that this is also a kind of being fatigued, but this is a healthy form of being fatigued. And when you take a good rest, you feel also that something happens in your brain, in your mental status, in your physical status. We are built to walk, to move, to gather, to hunt, and that is our brain. That's how we are wired. And the more we get close to those things, sports, communication, dealing with each other, that gives us a complete different form of psychological status.
I was looking for more ways to treat people than in my room in the clinic. It's not only the experience with nature, but You have to understand in life why you are so long ill. And not what is the cause, but why you are ill. The why question, when you know that is the break that you don't fall back when you are at home. So here you get a full exposure of nature. Also I walk alongside with Korbi, that we are in the high mountains, that you swim in cold water and that your body has resistance. And that you relearn that for yourself. And that you can sleep at night because you are tired. Not because your brain is fatigued, but your muscles are fatigued. And beside that, I teach people a lot about how the brain works, what overexposure is, and what perfectionism is.
So my name is Korbi. I live here in the Alta Garrocha, and we also work here with groups, offering learning programs mainly to adult groups. And they work with nature and in nature, and are really about inviting people into exploring our own human nature. The groups of Erik, I really love working with them, because when they come here, they are already, almost all of them, really open and curious, and it shows the level of trust people have in Erik and their work. I love the first day with the group, do a little welcome and a little check-in, a moment of silence, see how everybody is doing. People share a little bit about their own journey and why they're here, and then we go to the sauna. So usually two sessions, and it's just a very useful tool to bring attention to the body and to feel yourself.
Joy ervaart, zachte gevoelens, enthousiast. Precies de counteract op depressie, angst en burn-out. Oké? Dus het is ook dat you have to change your lifestyle. Als je dat niet doet en je blijft gewoon doorgaan thuis, blijf je kloten en je herstelt niet. Wanneer je wel verandert, dan merk je ook heel langzamerhand dat je een andere vibe in je systeem gaat krijgen. Dat je niet meer piekert, dat je 's morgens goed opstaat, dat je goed kan slapen, omdat je sympathicus en je parasympathicus goed zijn afgestemd. Ja? Oké.
Okay. Well, with Erik groups, I introduce meditation to people, and we do that through a conversation and a guided meditation. And then on the second day, we do an adventure trail. And before that, I introduce a model of Thich Nhat Hanh, very well-known Buddhist monk who grew up experiencing 2 wars in Vietnam and then dedicated his whole life to helping people cultivate peace. The question is, what do we do when, say, the seed of fear is watered? For example, when we are climbing up the adventure trail, maybe because of the big drops left and right and you're not used to that situation, maybe a thought comes, "Ooh, if I fall off, I'm dead," or whatever. And so this fear is watered and it manifests. Okay? We do that by inviting our mindfulness or conscious presence. So we are conscious of simply what's happening in us. We invite that to come up as well, and then he says, then you embrace, in this case, fear, and you hold it with your conscious awareness. Adventure activities or outdoor activities, they can be a helpful tool when you're, for example, climbing on a very thin, narrow ridge with a drop left and right. Playfully it invites you to focus, to just be in the here and now. There's no space to think about later or to think about what happened in the past. So it playfully focuses us into just being here.
I'm here with Erik for the third time in 3 years. I had a bad car accident 7 years ago. Erik started to call me this week the whiplash queen. I suffer from a whiplash, so I have headaches all day, pain in my neck all day, difficulty with focusing and difficulty with my work. And I did a lot of other therapies. Nothing really helped. And then I met someone who was just coming back from a week with Erik and Rosa's. So the last time was exactly a year ago, and after that week I was able to work full-time for a couple of months, and everybody in the Netherlands told me that's never gonna happen again with your head and all the damage has been done. But it's really nice to have someone who understands you, understand the issues you're going through, helping you, stretching you, and being in nature. That's amazing what nature does.
Kom Erik. Hey. Je hebt het gehaald.
Ja man, hier.
Kijk goed.
Kijk
goed.
Ja, het is hartstikke mooi om hier boven op de berg te zitten. Maar de weg naar boven was echt alsof je krijgt allemaal dingen door je heen dat je denkt van ik ga het niet halen. En dat je denkt van dit is mijn laatste dag wat ik meemaak vandaag. Maar nou dat ik eenmaal boven ben, ben ik eigenlijk wel trots op mezelf. Dat ik denk van shit, dat is toch een angst die ik had voor mezelf. Want ik heb altijd een angst in hoogtevrees. Ja, een beetje hoogte kan ik wel hebben, maar net dat gedeelte zonder touw. Toen dacht ik bij mijn eigen van ja kom op, ik zal me net mijn eigen een verkeerde zet zetten met mijn poot en ik flikker achterover. Ja, toen was het wel echt even heftig.
Hoe voelt de overwinning?
Geweldig, alsof ik een tegenslag gewonnen heb. Iets heb overleefd.
Dat heb je ook.
You should use nature to get rid of the overstimulation. It's not bad that you are tired in your head after a day hard work, but use nature to feel relaxed and that you are in bed feeling satisfied with the day and that you don't feel the pressure of internal unrest.
Samen heel veel geleerd. En leven daar dan nu ook gewoon heel anders. Ja. Veel meer in het moment. En samen genieten van alle kleine dingen in het leven.
It is possible that you can change your life, your health, in 1 or 2 weeks when you do the exact things what makes your brain healthy. You can have improvements. A lot of people in the beginning were skeptical, and when I told it on conferences, I had some eye rolls in the audience. But it works. And when you restore the natural balance of the brain and the hormonal system, you restore health. Not only in the mind, but also in your physical system. You know what was the best compliment I ever had? Erik, how can I live without headaches anymore?